sensory play isn't just fun. It is fun, but it's not just fun. It's a powerful tool for development in forming the foundation of those early years. Now, when we see, when we hear, when we touch, when we smell, when we taste, when we move, these sensory stimuli actually develop brain connections. And brain connections are necessary for higher cognitive functioning like learning and problem solving and memory. And all of these things that your child will have to know and use later in life. So sensory play is an absolute essential. It's not a luxury. It is essential. Now let's look at why it is so important to do sensory input and why it's necessary for regulation. So let's look at a few things. Sensory stimulation is important in a lot of ways. It's good for brain development, yes, but it's also wonderful for regulation. And it really matters that your child can regulate well. Now, when we look at sensory regulation, we look at your child's ability to absorb information from the environment, to notice it, to be aware of it, but also to manage it. So, for example, if our children show big emotions and it looks like a tantrum, or it's the behavior is coming out as a tantrum, then that is your child's sensory system that is overloaded. Sensory development also boosts motor skills. So when your child is engaging and playing and squishing and squashing and poking and twirling, whatever they are busy with sensory-wise, they are actually developing fine motor skills. And when they move and jump and play, climb and do all sorts of gross motor skills, they are developing those muscles. So sensory stimulation is also wonderful for muscle development, gross motor and fine motor skills. It also encourages language skills. When our children engage in sensory play and we talk to them about what they are experiencing, what does this texture feel like? Is it smooth, or is it grainy, or is it soft, or is it hard? All of these things give language to our children that they can actually use. If they see something or if they hear something and you acknowledge what they are seeing or hearing or touching, you are giving them language. You are enhancing their language and communication skills. It further fosters emotional regulation. Sensory activities release feel-good chemicals in the brain, helping children feel calm, safe, and secure while reducing stress. And it also builds social skills. Shared sensory play teaches cooperation, turn-taking, and empathy as children learn to explore together. Let's look at a few everyday examples of sensory play. Pouring and scooping rice, beans, or water. Finger painting or playing with Play-Doh. Exploring nature through sand, mud, or leaves. Listening to music and experimenting with instruments. Smelling herbs, flowers, or spices during cooking or play. Sensory play is not a luxury. It's an absolute necessity for our children's development, for their curiosity, for their creativity, and for their growth. May you enjoy playing with messy sensory fun activities this month.